Hello everyone, welcome to the Southern Scally Capper. Today we are taking a look at the Autumn Rose by Boston Scally Company, so let's get to it. Here it is. This is the Autumn Rose by the Boston Scally Company. This is a medium large cap and it is a perfect fit. As you can see, I did get the Autumn Rose pin to go along with the cap. This is an 8-panel gray and orange plaid wool polyester blend cap, and in Boston Scally's own words, this is a rich gray and orange wool plaid that captures the spirit of autumn's first blush when the last green fades into vibrant, fiery tones. Here's the cap in hand, and I was so absolutely excited to get this cap. This cap has been on my radar for a long time now. I started really getting into Boston Scally caps in January of this year, so it's been 11 months, and I saw this cap. I had seen some people review this cap on other YouTube channels, and I love the look of this cap. I thought I have to have it, but this cap at that point was already sold out on the Boston Scally site, so I didn't want to pay the astronomical prices on eBay for this, even though I think this cap really only goes for maybe 90 to 100 typically, even with the pin. So it's not as bad as other Boston Scally caps can be on eBay. But still, I didn't really want to shell out the extra money for this cap, even though I really, really like this cap. I just thought, well, it's January anyways at this point, so I'll wait and I'll get it when it rolls back around. So this cap finally came back. It's now November, the first week of November. The cap came back, and I think it's the first week of November. Time flies. So I got this cap, and it just came in today, and I had to get it. I had to take a look at it. I already had the pin here. I had the pin because I purchased it quite a while ago. The pin was still available on the Boston Scally site. I love the pin too, so I got the pin and put it on another cap for the time being until I got the Autumn Rose cap. And like I said, this cap, for me, it is one of Boston Scally's best caps because what it does is actually, I think, pretty ingenious. It's absolutely incredible what they managed to get with this cap, and I'm going to show you a picture right now to exemplify that. So you see all these colors represented here. You see the orange, you see the burnt orange in the trees. You also have the gray with the tree trunks. That's a large part of this cap. And to look at this picture, the cap almost gets lost in it. It's almost camouflage because it's so good of a representation of what it looks like when you go outside and you look around you, especially if you're in the country like I am. If you're in a concrete jungle, you may not, looking at a bunch of buildings isn't going to look like this cap maybe besides the gray. But I live, as you can see, out in the country, so it looks like what I see when I go outside. It looks like the trees. And I think one of the absolute coolest parts of this cap, it completes the look of this cap, is the green. The little tiny shades of green you get in there, the stitchings of green, because you can see in that picture that you do still have the green. Some of the trees are holding on to the green leaves, and it's such a good representation because we are getting in to where there will be no leaves soon, but right now, as you can see even behind me, there's quite a few left. They're all falling now, but to hold on to that little bit of green, to me, that was just such a great idea because it really just completes the cap, and it's like, yeah, we're getting out of that, but it's still there just a little bit. But to me, what just absolutely is the cherry on top for this cap has to be the pin. I love this pin. I love this pin even without this cap, but with this cap, it absolutely completes it because on the pin, you have the yellow that is represented. And when you look around the tree behind me, it's a bright, bright yellow still. And I don't know what else you could ask for an Autumn Rose cap because this knocks it out of the park. I believe this is one of Boston Scally's best caps. And when it comes to they do a lot of thematic caps. They've done a Popeye. They do a lot of their Nightmare, the Holiday, all those kind of things. They do a lot of that. So it's not just a random cap, right, that you wear out, which is fine, but they do a lot more than that. And this is definitely a themed cap, and it is way up there for me. It is one of probably of Boston Scally's top 5 caps if I had to rate it. And so I will rate it right now. So I rate on a scale from 1 to 5, 1 being the worst, 5 being the best. I am going with a 5 on this cap. This is one of my favorite Boston Scally caps. I think it represents autumn and fall perfectly. It's a perfect representation of the cap. And if you get the pin, it completes the look. It stands out on the cap. I love when the pins stand out on the cap, and this one does just that. Oh, and I forgot to mention as well, the brim. It's a beautiful brown brim there, and you can see when it's close enough, it really does stand out from the cap quite a bit. And I also am a really big fan of that when Boston Scally does that, when they create the brims that aren't the same color as the colors directly above them. So they hit that too. They hit everything on this cap for me. And that is why I am giving this cap a 5 out of 5. So thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope y'all have a great rest of your day.